Capitol Hill Pride, a Seattle-based organization supporting the LGBTQ community, says everyone is welcome at their rally in June, except the police. Writing in a press release, the group says this: Capitol Hill Pride is dedicated to creating a safe environment and an atmosphere free of fear and avoid any conflict scenarios with the police department. Let's bring in Seattle radio talk show host Jason Rantz to talk about this and more in tonight's lightning round. Jason, always great to see you. How is this playing in Seattle? Have you talked to law enforcement officials or anybody else, their reaction to being told, basically, you can stay at the perimeter and make sure we're safe, but we don't want you any closer?
Yeah, it's pretty despicable. Lots of police officers have spoken out against this. Lots of gay police officers, of course, are offended by this, and they should be offended by this. I mean, you've got a gay pride group that is effectively saying, hey, cops who are gay, you have to go back in the closet and hide who you are, just as it relates to your occupation. It is a despicable position for them to take. And it's also rather offensive to say, okay, well, we'll have you on the fringes of the event should something go down, but we're not going to have you actually participate in the actual Pride event because we're too scared that you're going to hurt people, that you pose some sort of threat. And so gay cops have railed against this. They're saying that it's offensive to them. They're obviously taking it as an affront, and they should. This is nothing to do with any of the tolerance that these groups tend to preach.
All right, so this comes up in June. We'll track it as this plays out. Also out there in Seattle, the Inspector General is talking to the Seattle police about getting rid of some of what they do. Lisa Judge on May 18th said this: for safety of both officers and the public and for racial fairness, SPD, the police department, should seek to eliminate routine traffic stops for civil and non-dangerous violations. So listen, you got a light out, your license plate's expired, whatever. The Inspector General there says cops should not be stopping and enforcing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, when you go into the letter a little bit deeper, I mean, she makes it very clear. This has nothing to do with the safety of the officers. This has everything to do with what she believes is the safety of the motorists, particularly black motorists, where we're now being told that cops are racist, and the second that they pull someone over, somehow you are at risk, particularly if you're a person of color. All this does is add to the anti-police rhetoric. It makes their jobs more dangerous because you now prime people to expect that their lives are on the line if they interact with the police. And that makes them more tense, that makes them more anxious, and that makes them more terrified. And they're going to act differently in front of a cop, which then makes their jobs more tense and more anxious. And so I don't know what we're trying to do here. We're not getting rid of these things. We're not going to stop pulling people over. So all they're doing is making it more dangerous for people all around. Lisa Judge should be ashamed of herself. She didn't have to get involved here, and she chose to.
Well, I want to ask you about something else that developed this week, too, because it's your neck of the woods. You know this stuff inside and out. The former police chief, Carmen Best, out there in Seattle, coming out with comments that what happened last summer with CHOP, she said, in her estimation, I'm going to paraphrase her, something, she didn't think it was being accurately portrayed, and it was actually more violent than people on the outside thought. That's something you were saying the whole time. She was the chief of police.
Yeah, anyone who actually attended and was being honest there and wasn't terrified of the activists were being, truthful about the violence that we were seeing. I mean, we knew that this was going to happen. We knew it was going to devolve, and it ended up murdering two people. Two black teenagers were killed there because no one wanted to be honest about something. And let's be clear, CHOP or Chaz, whatever you want to call it, it became what it became because of an armed group of insurrectionists. If we're going to throw that term around, let's use it here. They had arms. They violently took it over, and the city did nothing. And the media here, lots of them, unfortunately, are a little bit too cowardly to take on some of the progressive activists because they don't want to be targeted, and they want to make sure that they're boosting their ratings by not attacking the people that they're trying to attract into their newspapers or onto their TV station. It is disgusting. And unfortunately, it ended with loss of life and destruction to this community.
Yeah, and Chief Best would know. I mean, she was there. She was hearing and observing, and her officers were there on the scene. She knows. Okay, quickly, I want to ask you about medical students, medical school students out there in Washington. A couple of things. They're going to have to take a curriculum that is race-based, teaches them attitudes, knowledge, and skills to care effectively for patients from diverse cultures, groups, and communities. It's going to be about eliminating structural racism. They have to take that class in order to graduate from med school. And another part of the law also will limit the admissions of people like Asian Americans and white students who are, quote, overrepresented represented in order to make it a more diverse and more fair level playing field there at the schools?
It's rather interesting because, number one, yeah, they're going to train people to effectively become social justice warriors rather than focus on actually, treating patients. But you're right in that it effectively will set up quotas. They're saying that their goals, that the schools must have goals to increase diversity. But there are limited seats available at these schools. For example, the University of Washington only has about 270 students that they admit every single year. So if you have whites and Asians who are already overrepresented, the only way to increase the number of Black and Latino and Native Americans is to decrease the number of Asians and whites. How about we not focus on the skin color of the applicants and instead try to pick the people who are going to be the best doctors? It literally in this law gives preferential treatment or allows for the preferential treatment on the basis of race. That's racist. We should not be judging people by the color of their skin. It's 2021 and we still have to completely remind people of that. It seems bizarre to me.
Well, listen, you always have a lot of news going on out there in the Northwest, so it's great to have you check in with us. Thanks for being with us for the lightning round. Jason, good
Thanks,
to see
Shannon.
you.
Appreciate it.